A lot of y'all been asking me questions on how to make your own choreography, dance routines for a recital or talent show that you guys may have coming up. Even though y'all have a lot of dance moves that y'all learned from me or dance classes that you've taken, you somehow get stuck when it comes time to make choreography. First thing I want to tell you guys to do is freestyle to the song and record it, right? Freestyle to the song, it can really do numbers when it comes to like choreographing and knowing what moves complement the song, what you want to incorporate. Because sometimes when you freestyle, you kind of get in that bag a little bit. You start feeling yourself. You like, oh, hello, right? You get carried away and you don't really have space to remember what it is that you just did. So it's really good that you capture it and really understand what it is that you want to put inside the piece so that you make your choreography look good and some moves that it's not really your type of stage. You know what I'm saying? The second thing you could do, ladies and gentlemen, is study the song. Right? What do I mean by study the song? Study the song basically means that whenever you have free time, you listen to the song back to back to back. Not to the point of no return to where you just hate the song, right? Study it enough to where you still feel inspired when you hear the song, when it's time for you to create, and study enough to where you start hearing new sounds, new words, new abstract things that happen inside the music. There's so much that happens in one song, you can miss so much if you're just like mindlessly bopping to it. So really tune in, you know what I'm saying? Play it on different like speakers, play it in headphones, because I ain't gonna lie, I've been using these like different type of headphones. Where is it at? Right here, like these AKGs. They not really bass heavy, but I could hear like the percussions. I could hear like the different frequencies that I never thought I could hear before. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the AKG headphones. This is not a sponsor, but really study the song so you could utilize it in your own way. You have more things to play with. Third thing you could do, this could come right after studying the song, but if you know the song already, like you've heard it many times in a club, party, at school, whatever, you can decide what part of the song you want to dance to. So one part you could dance to just the beat. I like to choreograph to the beat a lot. I'm not too much of a lyrical dancer, but I can be because I like to base my style around like footwork and like high impact moves. But if you don't want to dance to the beat, you could flip flop. You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping. Why am I tripping over my words? I'm bugging. You could flip flop. So you could go from dancing on beat. You could dance to the words. You could dance to the ambient things that are happening in the background. You could jump around, but choose a part of the song you want to dance to and focus on it. You don't want to focus on too many different parts of the song. Your brain is going to get overwhelmed and your body's just going to not know what to do with the information it's receiving, right? So really pick what part you want to dance to, and when it comes time for you to explain it, if you are teaching the dance, you could be like, yeah, you hear that sound or that bass or that kick or that percussion in this part of the song, I want you to hit that part. Because if they ask, what part of the song are we hitting? And you don't know, it's just like you don't understand what you're doing either. So you want to make it as clear and concise for you to understand so you can teach it to somebody and so that it hits better, right? If you're going to hit a bass, hit a bass. If you're going to dance to the beat, dance to the beat. If you're going to dance to the words, make the moves complement the words. Okay, number four, you got to be careful with this one because it can easily get out of hand really fast, right? I used to get a lot of inspiration from Ian Eastwood when I first started doing choreography and buying Poopspits. If y'all know who they are, shout out to y'all. And I would used to watch them to get into like a choreography bag to be like, oh man, they got this little, they got the hand gestures that just make everything look so fly. I don't know what it is, but it made me want to do that and like copy some of the moves that they did. But it basically, what I'm trying to say is get inspiration from other dances. It could be to the same song you're doing or other things that have that same feeling that you're trying to get from the song. Like if you're doing a slow song, you could watch like some lovey-dovey, slow, you know what I'm saying? That basically captures the vibe that you're going for, and you can watch someone else choreograph your favorite dancer, right? So you can get inspiration and just know what to do, like how to approach it. Or you could just feel good, and it gets you in that fire that you need to really push through, like that choreography. What am I looking for? The choreography, the dancer, I don't know what it is, like dancer block, choreography block. The next thing I want to talk about is very important to me because I find myself doing this a lot and it helps me recalibrate and understand what's going on in the choreography that I'm making, and that is pausing. You need to pause. That means stop whatever you're doing and pause and rewind so you know exactly what it is that your choreography has. You don't want to just blaze through choreography and just have a bunch of moves that don't make sense. The transitions are looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? You want to pause, take your time, slow down, right? You got time, okay? It's not going anywhere. The next one is kind of funny because I do this too. I'm not going to sit here and act like a hypocrite or anything, right? You are allowed to use old moves. You do not have to create new moves, right? It doesn't need to be new and innovative every time you make choreography. There are many choreographers that use the same moves but in different ways, variations. I spoke about that in another video to make their dances, their new pieces, right? I have a friend personally, they regurgitate the same steps. I'll be peeping it, but the students be like, some of them catch on, but most of them don't know that they're doing the same thing, right? It builds that familiarity, and you don't have to have like a like new knowledge every time. If you want to expand and grow, you don't have to use a new dance move all the time, right? You can find different ways to do the same thing and make it more impactful. Change the texture up, make it slower, make it faster, dice it up. Instead of doing a wave like this, you could cut it up. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different ways to like approach one move. The second to last thing I want to state is don't be afraid to step away from the dance. What I mean by this is, okay, I'm done for the day. Like, leave it alone. Like, take a breather, you're done. This is different from pausing. I mean, stop completely, right? Now, if your performance is due tomorrow, hey man, I ain't gonna lie, you ain't really got the ability to stop. No cap. But hey, stopping is useful because you can have a day or two to refresh, take a moment, come up with new ideas, and sometimes when you take a day off and when you like let the choreography sit in your brain overnight because you accumulate more information when you sleep, you'll actually do the dance way better when you wake up and continue making the choreography the next day. So don't be afraid to stop because you're gonna mess up the flow state. You're gonna be good. Don't worry about it. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, this is very important. Have fun and do the moves full out. What does full out mean? I need y'all to type in the comment section below what full out means. I need to see if I got some dances in here. You know what I'm saying? Full out basically means do the moves with the most energy. Don't sacrifice the precision though. Do it with energy, face, precision, and impact without sacrificing the movement. You know what I'm saying? That's what full out means. It means doing something to the best of your ability, doing the move to the best of its ability, right? Do them full out so that you know how to perform it when it's showtime. Because there's a lot of us that practice the dance like 50, 60%. And then when we get on stage, we go balls to the wall like crazy full out. And you get tired in the first 30 seconds of the piece, and your piece is 3 minutes long. You didn't prepare yourself because you've been doing the dance with no energy the entire time you was creating it. You got to push yourself. That's where that self-discipline comes in, right? And then while you're doing that, have fun with it. Record yourself. Oh, that's fire. That's heat. Get feedback if you're around people. You know what I'm saying? This applies to any style. Jazz, funk, house, b-boy, breaking, popping, locking, any dance style, right? All of these things that I just mentioned today can be applied. If you guys need more help and want to send me like dance choreography that you make, dance routines that you make for like a talent show, please hit me up on Instagram, send me your videos, and I'll be like, hey, you could do this better. Hey, do this. Or if you're having problems trying to make a dance, hit me up on Instagram at LordHeck_. I love you guys so much. If you want to support me some more, buy some merch. Get some merch. Lord Heck Squad merch just dropped. Well, I didn't just drop it. I just re-released it. But yeah, man, I love you guys so much. And we out of here. No cap.